That's how you tank and protect your whole party. Yeah! He's gonna be my sugar daddy. Well, I'm giving him all the sugar. No, they're quite slimming. They're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought.
Yeah, Shale approves minus 19. Shale did not like that. Well, that was a big fail.
Let us end this!
Your head.
Oh, good punch. Shoot a ballista whilst we're here. Achoo! Alright, how are we doing for time? Halfway through the session. Alright, so I want to delve into Shale's story. Oh, we need to do Zephyr's story as well. I'm kind of having to focus a bit on these at the moment because we're almost up to the point of doing the Landsmeet stuff. And once you start that, I think we can't do any other side missions. But first, let's go do this little mini assassination mission nearby.
Yes.
Indeed.
With our usual suspects. Is here. Like a band of dodgy Kunari mercenaries, I think. Bit more action, bit more XP. Let's have a look. Oh yeah. Buffs. All the buffs. All the buffs. Oh yes, I can get the gear upgraded to tier 7. Thanks, Sasha. That's a great point. We'll look at doing that in between streams as well. Yes, give it to a vendor or storage. Go away, come back. Alright, there is a whole stash of them. They're all hostile. Let's try and do a blood wound. Yep. And Morrigan, why don't you fireball as well for good measure? Out there.
Let's finish this.
Boom! Yeah. That's how we do it. Alright, let's... Whoa, no! Game crash! Oh, what the hell? Why don't we do... Blood magic. Back on blood wound. Let's try that again. And Morrigan, why don't you do your fireball again?
Direct.
And I shall also do an earthquake to generate some aggro. Cool. And I will not step on the earthquake. I will wait for them to come. Yeah, they fell down. There you go. There is some use in earthquake after all. Alright, you guys are down. And we can do another blood magic spell about there. Let's hit this one. That's it. Come to me with all the threat I've generated. Oh, I'm stunned. But that's how you tank and protect your whole party. Yeah! There you go, awesome. But yes, Sasha, thank you for the money tip. I have used it a little bit. I didn't want to use it too much. But in the end, got more money than we need anyway. Alright, so that side mission is done. Let's go to camp. Once again, into camp. Oh, the bear died. When Liliana's bear despawns, he dies in a heap next to me. Okay, that's lovely. Well, she'll summon a new one. Cool. Alright, I'm kind of keen to chat to Roland. So Roland is a mod. Let's see how good his mod is. And see if he has a quest. What's up, Roland?
What have you done? This choice you've made is a potential disaster.
What are you talking about? I get the job done.
So I see.
Oh, he disapproved. What the hell? I don't even know what job he's talking about.
I'm very pleased with your leadership. It's an honor for me to follow you.
Okay, thank you, and I also enjoy your company.
Well, that's very nice of you. Huh. But I'm referring to the Arl's family. I'm glad the situation didn't get out of hand.
Yes, that was good.
You've done well. We secured the allegiance of the elves.
Thank you.
My pleasure.
Alright, so he just has little quips based on missions that we've done. Okay. Actually, you think English should have kept the original past participle of dead. It sounds hilarious. Deaded. Yeah. He's been detonated. Deadified.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Okay. Tell me about yourself, Roland.
Well, I've served in Cousland Castle for years, since my own father sent me to squire there. My father is a minor lord in the Bannorn, but our land is little more than a glorified farmstead. I do miss it, though. The valleys of the Bannorn are beautiful this time of year. I took great pride in serving the town, and I wanted to become a general in the army. Still, if I had the opportunity to join the Grey Wardens, I wouldn't hesitate.
The audio is just ever so slightly not quite right. He's like a little bit too close to his microphone. Alright, Roland, you would leave the army of the Wardens then?
You know, for a long, long time I imagined I would. Now I'm not so sure anymore. Yes? What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a question about what happened.
Of course.
Happened at the castle.
Maker knows. We were all caught by surprise. Hal had been on good terms with the family for years.
Yeah,
Nobody
Hal.
suspected anything. The soldiers arrived in the morning as planned to march to battle, but they attacked us instead. I tried so hard to save the castle and everyone in it. I could not.
Yeah, so Hal is the betrayer in the human noble origin, I believe. You can go away. No one wants to see that. It's not your fault it fell, Roland.
I know that, to an extent. I just can't stop thinking that all my hard work and training could not prevent that from happening.
Well, you did your best.
Thank you. You are very kind. But this taught me a hard lesson I will not forget.
I think we'll be dealing with Hal sometime soon as well.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I'll ask you about what happened.
Of course.
What happened to you in the battle?
I told the family to escape, and then I stayed with the rest of the men to hold the doors for as long as we could. We knew we would not be able to hold them for long, so when Howe's men rammed them open, we fought. I ended up being wounded and knocked unconscious.
But they weren't trying to kill you?
I am not sure if they were or not, really. Not everyone was killed. There were many prisoners beside me when I finally opened my eyes.
Go on.
Howe was parading himself before us, giving a speech on how much he had waited for this and how he deserved it. If anyone was unconscious or wounded, or felt too much pain to pay attention, they would hit them and throw cold water on them to make them listen.
What did he say exactly?
I don't remember much of what he said, just what I told you. I was bleeding from an open wound in my head. I felt dizzy. Everything was a blur. I was one of those who got hit and dragged around, as if more punches could make me focus.
Well, that's horrible.
Others suffered a worse fate. Men who were too badly wounded to move were killed on the spot. The servants and children that were still alive were forced to gather the corpses and burn them. I don't have the strength to keep talking about this now, my lord. Please forgive me.
Of course, you should rest.
Thank you.
Sounds like your teacher, Sasha. He just needs to have recorded just a little bit further away from his microphone, I think. That's pretty good for a mod, you know, for someone who made this mod like 10 years ago as well, or at least, 9 years ago. Good effort.
My friend, I have to admit that I am curious about the role and responsibilities of a Grey Warden. I understand that the rites involved in the ceremony are kept secret, but please tell me, how does one become a Grey Warden?
I'm sorry, it's a secret. I can't talk about it.
I know, but given the fact that there are only 2 left, I was thinking that maybe I could not only fight at your side, but become a warden myself.
Well, it's 2 left in Ferelden. There's still a shitload more over in Orlais. It's not easy. I don't know all the ingredients that we need.
It's a shame that you don't know anything else about the joining. There must be some document still. Somewhere. Maybe?
Well, joining is a dangerous test, but the reward is great.
That makes sense. Only the fittest survives. I'd like to think Duncan saw something in me that led him to believe I would survive as well. How I wish I could get an opportunity like yours.
Well, I guess it's a risk every hopeful has to take.
One that I'm still willing to take, if I ever have the chance. I'd like to live that life.
Oh, so he wants to be a warden. Alright, well, the wardens would welcome you if you survived, Roland. Yeah, he's a pretty good voice actor, so hopefully, yeah, he's been able to go on and do more voice acting. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I want to ask you something else about what happened.
Of course.
What happened to the people of the castle? Well, that didn't work.
Yes? What can I do for you?
What happened?
Of course.
Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Roland, what happened to the people of the castle?
This is hard for me. I have never seen such little mercy towards the fallen. When we were dragged outside, I regained consciousness and saw many wounded, but nobody was allowed to tend to them. The Jarl's general pointed at the ones that needed desperate help and made the soldiers kill them mercilessly. They killed men, women, and children alike. Many of the surviving women were brutally beaten and raped by the soldiers.
Oh.
Men were forced to entertain the troops. It was horrible, utterly horrible. There was no dignity for anybody. Everybody was abused. People who were still able to walk, servants, they were forced to loot and burn the bodies of the dead. People they knew, friends and family.
Holy shit. And the Jarl? He allowed all of this?
I do not think he cared at all. From the little I could see or understand, he stood there giving orders to his generals. He then went inside while the nightmare took place. The screams, that's what I remember the most. The screams of the women.
Well, the more I know, the more I want to kill the Jarl.
That crosses my mind every day, my friend. And the time will come. But for now, we have another task ahead. We should try to rest now.
Oh, we might get to. Hopefully we can take... I can't remember what happens in the later stages of the story, but I hope we get to take down Arl Howl. He's a dick.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Can we talk about anything else that happened?
Of course.
Right, no more for that. We've asked those questions.
Yes? What can I do for you?
I want to ask you a question about the past.
Of course.
Nothing to ask. Okay.
I'll be here when you do, then.
Okay, thank you. What if we give him some thoughtful gifts from Bodan?
Your friends are formidable folk, indeed. It's good to have you along on the road. I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods,
Thoughtful gift?
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Oh, his friendship is still very medium. We need like a whole bunch of those. Shale approves +5. Did I give one to Shale, did I?
Anything I can do for you, please.
My friend, I was wondering how your life was before this. Were you happy? Do you have a family?
Okay. Well, I was in the tower. I don't really get to talk about the tower here. Well, Roland, I'm glad I'm out here. I don't miss anyone.
Your life was not a walk in the park, I gather. Then you should be glad you are here now, doing something so important. You know, I like to have these conversations from time to time, in the few moments of peace we have.
Yes, I enjoy talking with you like this. Sorry. Yes, I would like to talk like this with you more often.
By the look of the others, they're not particularly impressed. Come, let's go. Make sure to come by later so we can speak again.
Oh, I shall speak again, Roland. Let's speak again.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know, man. Sorry to bother you.
No harm.
This is starting to feel a bit tedious. Maybe Roland does not offer
Your
much.
friends are formidable folk, indeed.
Yeah, give me some more sugar cakes. Give me some sugar cake. Oh, sugar cakes for Roland. Otherwise,
That's nice of you.
we'll just start talking to Shale.
Thank you. That's nice of you.
Shale is
Thank you.
a
That's
hilarious golem. Roland.
My friend, I was wondering, is there anything special you like to do in your spare time? Not that we have any, but nevertheless. Do you have a pastime?
Well, I wish I had time to paint, but I don't even have any brushes.
Painting. We must find a way so you can continue with that, you know? It would be a shame if you lost that gift.
What about you?
Me? I like good food. But you probably realize that by now if you ever saw me eating like a hungry jackal after a long fight. I'm also an avid reader. And I wonder why you look so surprised. Does sleeping count as a pastime? If so, add it
Thanks.
too, for good measure.
What about fighting?
I am a knight, and of course I like it. However, I can't count killing things as something I enjoy. That's never nice. Not even when they have to die so I can live.
Oh, well, some people like it. It's kind of fun in games a lot of the time, which is a weird thing. A lot of games, nearly every game that we have has some kind of fighting and killing or defeating involved. Come on, Roland, you got anything else?
Come here.
Ooh,
Come closer.
right.
Close your eyes.
Oh dear.
Extend your hand. Now.
Ooh, brushes, watercolors, and a notebook. Thank you.
Watercolors indeed. Something you can take with you everywhere, anytime. I thought you'd like it.
Oh, thanks, man. I'll put it to good use.
Oh, no problem. It's my pleasure.
You get the option to kiss him on the cheek then too, so it sounds like you can have any kind of relationship with Roland you like.
Yes? What can I do for you?
Alright, well...
No.
Sounds like we're totally done, are we, Roland? Well, let's
You
just
and your friends are forming...
max out his friendship with these cheat items added by a legitimate DLC. Otherwise, we'll get on with Shale, who's actually going to be
Thank you.
even more
That's
interesting.
nice of you. Thank you. That's nice of you.
Pretty highly ranked now in our friendship, Roland.
Yes? What can I do for you?
He's going to be my sugar daddy. Well, I'm giving him all the sugar. Maybe I should have given him a kiss on the cheek. Tell me about yourself.
Well, I've served in Kuzlan Castle for years. My
That's the same
father
thing you
is a
said
minor...
before.
I took great pride in serving the town.
Alright.
You-
Roland approves, +5. Nothing else,
Yes? What can I do
Alright.
for you?
right? Looks like
No harm done.
there's nothing else we can do with Roland. Okay, well, I guess that was a fun little experiment. Let's talk to a real party member. Let's us talk to Shale after we give Shale the gifts that we've got sitting here. Where are they? Here you go.
Ooh, shiny. Ooh, shiny.
For Stan and for Shale.
Very
okay.
nice. Very nice.
Cool. Shale likes gems.
I see it found some augmentation crystals. I was not even aware it knew about them. Well done. So, what does it think? They don't make me look any wider, do they? I find I'm already too wide as it is.
No. They're quite slimming. They're quite slimming.
It must be the vertical pattern it put them in. Did it know to do that? It must have. I think it should find some more as soon as possible. I want to glitter from ear to ear, so to speak.
Good at golem fashion, yes. Rockman has body issues. Well, not Rockman, actually. I think somehow we find out that Shale's actually a female. I
I
think.
watched a lot of humans in my time. They should be aware that I've decided that it is not much like any of them.
Ooh. That's super. Thanks, Shale, but, you know, I am human.
Technically, perhaps. But according to the many years I spent observing the average human in Honleith, I doubt it has much in common with them. Surely it must come from some superior lineage, yes? Some breed of flesh creature that has decided to elevate its genetic stock above its natural shortcomings?
Oh, good genes. Well, I am a mage.
Oh, then that must be it. I knew there had to be some reason, it being a human and all. I would appreciate if it didn't spread around that I said anything. Humans might start to get the wrong idea. They might start thinking their race is not completely hopeless.
Well, we wouldn't want that.
Indeed. Can it imagine the horror? Oh. Now, let us crush something into a fine paste before it starts to think I've gone all soft. Perish the thought. I have a question for it, if it will indulge me. My understanding is that it encountered the smith named Caridin. He who was responsible for the creation of the golems, that he had become a golem himself. What I do not know is what became of him. Why did he not return with it? I would have many questions for him.
Ooh, right. So, this could have some bad responses. Right. So, Caridin invented golems. Shale is a golem, and I think if you side with Branka and take down Caridin, Shale gets very, very upset about it. I didn't have Shale with me, so that didn't happen. Do we tell Shale that we had to kill him? We lie? I don't think we should be lying. What if I say I'm afraid I had to kill him? This could go badly. I'll have to load if this goes too bad.
It killed him. It killed Caridin. And why would it do that? Will it tell me that much?
He wanted to destroy the Anvil of the Void.
And it wanted the anvil for itself. Yes, that makes sense. When it reanimated me, I accompanied it out of the hope of finding answers. Now it has destroyed the one thing that could have given me those answers. Is there any reason I should remain with it? Tell me, for I am very interested to hear what it has to say on that point.
Well, I can tell you about how you were made.
Oh? How was I made? What do you know?
Caridin created you on the Anvil from a living soul.
Meaning that I was once a living creature? That seems highly unlikely, and more than a little insulting. Is it certain?
Well, I'm not trying to insult you here, Shale.
Was I forced into this? Or simply glad to abandon a frail body? And more importantly, who was I? I simply must know. I cannot help but believe that answers lie elsewhere in the deep roads. We must look.
Oh, all right. Anywhere specific?
Yes, no, I don't know. If it can search the deep roads, I may remember something. If not, then I will have to wait.
Yeah, Shale approves -19. Shale did not like that. Oh, wow. But we can still seek clues to Shale's history. Okay, we can do the quest. Let's go hunting around the deep roads. We're still in positive favor with Shale, so that's good. All right, to the deep roads we go. Let's continue and find out who Shale was before turned into a golem. Shale.
Indeed.
Right, away we go, all the way through to... Oh, I have to go... Really? I want to just click on the... Okay, so... Into Orzammar, and then we run into the deep roads from there, I guess. Oh, big trek, another big trek. You see, we're cutting laps. Oh, intercepted. Was this old Tegrin? Just the trader guy? No, that is not a trader guy. That is a bunch of elves versus darkspawn. Cool, we can take him on. Why don't we activate blood magic first and try and do a big old blood wound there. There we go. Morrigan, why don't you do a fireball to the other ones that I couldn't reach? Yep, about there. And I'll activate more buff so we can run into combat.
I never liked this part.
Oh, there's a shriek. Alright, let's hit the shriek with a crushing prison. Oh, there's a shriek up there mowing down the elves. No! Where's Shale? You're over there. Maybe you can come to this elven's rescue. Can't do much at the moment.
Begin the onslaught.
Right, that one's down.
I'm your death. I need that.
Oh no. The elves are falling. Save the elves! Well, that was a big fail. Why did they all go down so quick? We took out a lot of darkspawn. I'm just going to assume that's how the event's meant to go, because we did pretty well overall. There's not going to be anything good on any of these, is there? Alright. Onwards, let's continue to the deep roads. Yes, venture forth into Orzammar, into the deep roads. Look around the deep roads with Shale to try and find out something about Shale's past. Nope, this way. Nug Wrangler! With all the nugs that we found for him. Actually, I thought we could get our own pet nug somehow.
I trust Vala, my nug
Yeah,
wrangler.
maybe not. Alright, let's run into the deep road, see what we can figure out with Shale. Venture forth. Caridin's Cross, Auton Thaig. Symbol up there that looks very golemish. If we first just talk to Shale. Oh, never mind. I guess we just jump to Caridin's Cross for a second. See if there's any event that triggers in here. Lots of trial and error tonight with our companions. Oh, here we go.
This place is familiar.
Do you remember any? Do you remember something?
I am not certain. There is a place, a cavern that is not far from here. I know where it is. I remember.
All right. Well, we can go there if you like.
Its offer is appreciated. I will mark the location on its map. If we can journey there soon, I am most curious as to what we will find.
All right. We're in a different part of Caridin's Cross. Is it on the world map that you've marked? It is. Okay. Thaig down there. Before we go down... let's just clear this little piece of map. I saw a red circle. We must kill darkspawn. Oh, there's also a trail off to the side here. I know we've been there. Well, what's the red circles down here then? Oh, we can go through here. Okay, let's have a look through here. Cool. Oh, deep stalkers. I'll take them out pretty easy.
Let us end this!
Your head.
Oh, good punch. Another cavern. Many deep stalkers. That's alright, we can deal with you lot just like this. Lots of area of effect spells. Get these ones on the outskirts. That's it. Focus fire. Knock him down. Oh, the bear does hit pretty hard too. I thumped it. Anything in there? A head in a bag? There's some... the head of some demonic creature is in here. What the hell is that for? Is that for another one of those weird summony side mission things? Okay. Alright. Anything else to look at? Pretty much it, right? Anything around here? Oh, another batch. I can take him. Oh, there's a bunch of spawned behind. Okay, well, you guys get the ones back there, I guess. Oh, stun me.
We are victorious again.
Okay. Next batch of tiny, annoying little lizards. Mini dinos. There's a rune over there to look at. I don't want to do that. Good job, team.
With that one.
Nailed it. Ooh, another codex entry. The random little stone. Well, that's pretty much covered then. Alright, let's carry forward and see if we can exit out to the... Yes. Run down this way, exit out to the deep roads, go to the little thaig that Shale put on the map. Through the ballista whilst we're here. Achoo! Yes, to the right. Nothing else we've missed last time we were here. I don't have Shale with us all the time. He makes... Sorry, they make big footsteps. Okay, yes.